Hi, hello, my dear children. I hope all of you are staying safe. In this session, we are going to do another sum in chapter 4 for simple equations and exercise 4.4. The question number is 3 and third subdivision. So the other two subdivisions we have already discussed. Okay, children, that is the sum number 1 Irfan says, and then sum number 2 Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. These two sums already we have discussed in session 7, and we framed, that is, we have set up the equations, and you just refer to the session 7 and get the equation, and you can solve by yourself. Okay, children? Now, sum number 3. People of Sundargram planted trees in the village garden. So, Sundargram is the name of a village, and that village people, the people in that village, they planted trees in their garden. Okay, there was a big garden in the village. So in that big garden, they planted trees. And some of the trees were fruit trees. So they planted both trees which gives fruits and trees which do not give fruits. Okay, so some of the trees were fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. Have you understood the meaning of this sentence, children? So they planted both type of trees, that is, the trees which give fruits, they are called as fruit trees, and the trees which do not give fruits are non-fruit trees. Okay, and so what is the relation between both numbers? 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than. 2 more than means what, children? 2 plus. Okay, 2 more than means what? This is 2, more than is plus. Have you understood, children? Less means subtraction, more means addition. Isn't it? How many times? 3 times the number of fruit trees. Okay, so this is the relation between the number of fruit trees and the non-fruit trees. What was the number of fruit trees? So we are supposed to find the number of what? Fruit trees planted. If the number of non-fruit trees planted was 77. So the number of non-fruit trees is 77. So in this big statement sum, we need only this part. Okay, the meaning of the question is, in the village of Sundarban, the people planted 2 types of trees in their garden, in their village garden. What are the 2 types? One type gives fruit, the other one, that is the trees which do not give fruits. That is called fruit trees and non-fruit trees. And what is the relation between the number of fruit trees and the non-fruit trees? Non-fruit trees is, the number of non-fruit trees is 2 more than how many times the number of fruit trees? 3 times the number of fruit trees. That is the relation between the number of both type of trees. And what is given? It is given the number of non-fruit trees is 77. Using this, what should you find? We have to find the number of fruit trees. So, what is unknown for us? Non-fruit trees is known. Number of non-fruit trees is known. Unknown is the number of fruit trees. So, you have to take what? The number of fruit trees as x. Then we can write the relation. So, first step, let the number of fruit trees be x. Okay. So, 3 times the number of fruit trees. That means what, children? 3 times. This is 3 into number of fruit trees is what? X. That is equal to 3x. So when you add 2 and 3x, it is equal to the number of non-fruit trees. What is that? 77. Is it clear? So it is given 3 times the number of fruit trees. That means 3 into x, 3x. More than, plus, how much more than? 2 more than. So this represents what? The number of non-fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees. Is it clear, children? So you have to write in the left hand side the variable, in the right hand side the constants. So what is the number of non-fruit trees? 3x. 3x plus 2. 2 more than, number of non-fruit trees is 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees is equal to 77. This 77 is the number of non-fruit trees. So we set up the equation. Now let us solve the equation. First you bring plus 2 from RHS. That is transpose plus 2 from LHS to RHS. So only 3x will be left. It will be 77 plus 2 will be minus 2. Addition will be subtraction. So 3x is equal to 75. So now we have to eliminate this x. So x is equal to 75 by 3, that is equal to 25. Now shall we check whether our answer is correct or not? So 3 times number of non-fruits, this is what? 3 times number of fruit trees, 75. How much more than that? Are you getting 77? So this is the number of non-fruit trees. This is the number of fruit trees. So the answer is equal to 25. Is it clear, children? Though the statements, some looks like a big one, it's a very short relationship and simple equation we got and we have solved it. Thank you, children. God bless you all. So be safe. Take care of your health.